Part 2. So, that night my fiance shows up at my work. And I told him that the man I was living with was coming to get me after work and that I could meet my fiance back at the house. But I couldn't be on my phone anymore, so I couldn't even tell my roommate, man I was living with, hey, look, don't come get me, my fiance's here. And so he met me back at the house after my roommate picked me up and brought me there. And I went and talked to him in his car, and he showed me the marriage paperwork that you fill out before you actually go through with your ceremony. Even though some people just fill that out and then get everything taken care of right at the town office, which was our plan. And I couldn't spit it out, but I told him that I wasn't feeling good about myself. I wasn't feeling safe within myself. I felt like everything was falling apart and that maybe he should move on without me. I said, maybe, it's better if you are away from me because I'm toxic and I'm unhealthy and I'm just not good for anyone or anything. He said, you'll make me happy when you become my wife and when you become the mother of my daughter, our daughter. Her name was supposed to be Audrey, which is what I've gone by as another pseudonym, alias, for ever since that happened to me. Well, I said I was hungry and feeling really sick and that I needed to get out of the car and that he should go back home and that we would see each other the next day. And he seemed off. Something really seemed off. But something was off with me. I went in the house and I cooked myself some food and I felt like fainting. And I was going to sleep down in my bedroom that night. But I told my roommate I felt like something was off. Because something really was. I felt something in my heart, in my mind. Everything felt wrong. I felt like I was gonna die. And so I went and slept in his bed. And he came in to lay with me, and things happened between us. And all the while, before things happened between me and my roommate, I was texting my fiance, and he told me that something felt off, and that he loved me and he didn't want to lose me. And then he said he made it home safe also. He said, I sense that something is really off. I love you and I don't want to lose you. He said he made it home safe. From Southport to Thomaston, Maine is 45 to 50 minutes. It had barely been that much time. No, he was waiting for me. He was somewhere else. He was inside my house. I don't know what he heard. I don't know at all what he heard. But he was waiting inside of my house. He turned on a light switch and he stormed down my hallway, and I already knew. He came in with a gun and I asked him, are you going to shoot me? He laughed and he said no. My roommate told me to get into the bathroom. I went into the bathroom. My fiance was angry with me. So angry he wanted me to die. So, as soon as I shut the door, a bullet went through the door and broke my arm into 4 places. At the time, I didn't know. It happened way too quickly for me to even know that I had been shot. And I didn't know the caliber of the bullet. I had no idea about what different calibers of bullets actually did, unless it was a buckshot and what those did to turkeys versus deers. That's all I ever knew about bullets. I was shot with a 22. 22s like to bounce. They're tiny, but they also embed. Broke my arm in 4 or 5 places, yeah, I said that. I lost over a liter of blood. The bullet stayed in my arm, but it blew back so hard against my back that it penetrated my back and caused a giant bruise and hole in my back, but the hole was small. The bruise was enormous.